So, good afternoon everyone. By the way, I'm Christina P. Perez. So today I will going to author my reflection about the code of ethics for professional teachers. So, every article I will going to read it first and then I will going to provide my reflection. So, code of ethics for professional teacher. First is we're going to read the preamble. So, teacher are duly licensed professional who possess dignity and reputation with high moral values as well as technical and professional competence in the practice of their novel profession. They strictly adhere to observe and practice deceit and ethical and moral principle and standard of values. So we are already aware about the preamble, so we must take care of it and we must apply it in our daily life as a teacher. So first I will going to read the article. First I have some statement here. Putting student first. Teacher must model strong character traits including perseverance, honesty, respect, lawfulness, fairness, patience, and unity. As an educator, teacher must treat every student with kindness and respect without showing any favoritism, prejudice, and partiality. Teacher must maintain confidentiality unless a scenario warrants involvement from parents, school, administration, or law enforcement, and never use the relationship with student for personal gain. So as a teacher, you are a model towards your students too. So you must show respect so that they will also utter respect, and you may respect them whatever races they are, whatever life background they have, poor, rich, pretty, pretty or not pretty, and any kind of races. We must respect them and respect everyone of them. So honesty, by giving assessment or giving grades, you must be honest by your own in giving their scores. Next is the Article 1. So according to Article 1, the Philippine Constitution provides that all educational institutions shall offer equality education for all competent teachers, committed of its full realization. The provision of this code shall apply therefore to all teachers in all schools in the Philippines. This code covers all public and private school teachers in all educational institutions at the preschool, primary, elementary, secondary levels, whether academic, vocational, special, technical, and non-formal. The term teacher shall include industrial, arts, and vocational teacher to all other persons performing supervisory and or administrative function in all school and for levels, whether a full-time or part-time basis. So as a teacher, you must provide equality and you must follow those different kinds of a law that is accordance to for the goodness of everyone. So next is the Article 2. It is based on the teacher and the state. So it was stated that the school are the nurses and future citizens of state. Each teacher is a trustee and cultural and educational heritage of the nation and is under obligation to transmit learners her heritage as well as to elevate national morality, to promote national pride, cultivate love of country, install alliance and constitution for all duly constituted authorities, and promote obedience to law of the state. So, as a teacher, you must provide any kind of instrument that will uplift your student, as well as a teacher, you must be a promote national pride and love for everyone. So love must be in your own first, and then you will going it to utter to your student, so that we will avoid this we call chaos for everyone. So Article 3, it is based on the teacher and the committee. So it is based on a teacher and its community. So, a teacher is a facilitator learning on the development of the youth. He shall therefore render the best service, providing an environment conducive such as learning and growth. So, as a teacher, you must provide an environment that will uplift your student in any aspects. So, dependent on their needs, especially social needs, you must give them something that will uplift them in any aspects regarding in their needs. So every teacher shall provide leadership, so moral, social, educational, economic, and civil betterment. So next is article. So in Article 4, it was stated teacher and the profession. So what is based on its profession? So a teacher must be actively ensure that teaching is a novelist profession and shall manifest genuine enthusiasm and pride as a novel calling. So every teacher shall uphold highest standard quality for education for the sake of his or her students. So in Article 5, it was stated in according the teacher and its profession. So a teacher shall be viewed with a spirit of professional loyalty, mutual confidence, and faith in one another. So those characteristics is important to a teacher, and self-sacrifice for a common good. So a teacher is not entitled to claim credit or work for his own and shall give due credit for it. So the teacher must work not just for the money but for the sake of his students to uplift them. You must put in your mind that your goal is to uplift your student, not to gain the money, or just not to think first about yourself but to think first about their future. So next is in Article 5. Articles 5, 6 is it was school official teacher and other professionals. So school professional official teachers and other school personnel shall consider in its cooperative. So responsible for formulate introduce important changes in the system of the whole system, all levels. So that those officials must contribute any changes for in all levels for the sake of not just the school but for the students, and also just practice being standard and effective school. So the teacher the the learning of the student is based on the teacher. So we must be as a teacher you must be attentive enough and active in when you utter any knowledge for the needs of the student. So in Article 8, the teacher and the learner, so between the student and the teacher. So a teacher has the right to duty to determine the academic marks of promotion of the learner in the subject of which he handles. Such as determination shall be in accordance with generally accepted procedure and evaluation measurement. So in this case, a teacher must do his or her duty when going to mold the student well, because the needs of the student must be fulfilled by the teacher, because as a student we must need more knowledge so that we can stand in our own, but we can stand it by the help of our teacher. So the teacher works must be highlighted that they will do their best for the sake of their students. So next is next article is the teacher and the parents. So between the teacher and the parents of the students. So every teacher shall establish maintain cordial relationship with the parents and shall conduct himself or merit their confidence and respect. So as a teacher you must have a good relationship with your with the parents of your student. They must have a good connection so that they will inform the parents of what is the what is the uh, works of their students, if it is good or not. So it is necessary to have a good relationship between the parents and the teacher. So next is the teacher and the business. So a teacher has the right to engage directly and indirectly a legitimate income generation, provided that is not related to adverse effect to their work. So a teacher is free to do what kind any kind of business that they want, but they must see to it that it will not affect his work as a teacher. So it is important na to do first your duty as a teacher before to do your own business. So next is the teacher as a person. So a teacher is above all a human being endued with life, for which is the highest obligation to live with dignity at all times, whether in school, in home, and elsewhere. So a teacher must a good model as a person towards his student. So next is disciplinary actions. So any violation of any provision of this code shall be sufficient ground and opposition against the erring teacher of disciplinary action consisting of recursion. So any violation that is for the protection of the teacher and the student is necessary to avoid any chaos in the four corners. So next is effectivity. Next and last is effectivity. This code shall be effect upon approval by the Professional Regulation Commission and after 60 days following its publication and official gazette or any newspaper notification. So effectivity about. So that's it. The code of ethics for the teacher. So it is necessary to apply it all for the sake of everyone. So as a teacher, you must be a good model to your students. So last, as I will every teacher shall possess and actualize a full commitment and devotion to duty, shall not use his position or official authority to influence or to coerce any other person. So as a teacher, you must only use your position for your goodness, not for a bad idea that will harm others as well as in your environment. So a teacher, you must do your duty well and uplift the student in any aspects. So that's all. So as a teacher, those good of ethics can be seen to you because as a teacher, you must be a good model towards your student. Everything started from you, the knowledge and how you interact with your students. So it is necessary that you must uplift and attentive enough first and as a professional, because you're already a professional, so you must act professional not just in the classroom but in the outside. So in doing big business, so it is necessary to think first the sake of your student and the sake of your work, not just for your own sake. So it is necessary that we must do our duty on what is for its goodness. So that's it. Thank you.